Time or do you want me to move around the clock? Yeah, move around the clock.
Okay, this is what we're going to do today. Good morning, first of all. Alright, so today we're going to focus on grammar, alright? And the standard that we're going to focus on is really working with conventions. So, what we'll be doing is we'll be working with paragraphs and we'll be correcting paragraphs and looking for things like spelling errors, punctuation errors, and capitalization errors. Alright, and we're going to be making changes to those. And the reason why we're doing this is because you guys have to learn how to edit. Good readers edit. So when I say like making revisions, that has to do with making changes in your paper, going back and rereading what you wrote, and seeing if there's any type of errors that you've made. We're going to focus on the three that I just mentioned. But revisions can also be like rewriting a sentence a different way, or taking a sentence out. After rereading it, maybe it doesn't make as much sense as how you thought initially. So, what we're going to do is we're going to work out of this packet today. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at the very first page. So we're going to start off beginner and we're going to work our way to intermediate. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to model the first two pages for you, and then we're going to do a few pages together, and then I'm going to release you, and you're going to do some on your own. All right. You guys need something to write with, pen or pencil, and then we're going to go ahead and start. That's a colored pencil.
You took it? Do you ever take it?
No, that right now. Okay, look up here. Alright, so I'm going to start off by writing the very first sentence that I see on the paper. It says, my name is Jay Hammond. I am a firefighter. Number 2. Alright? And then if you look at the paper, you'll notice that J and Hammond is underlined as well as I am. These are all underlined. There's an error in this sentence. You were just listening and watching what I'm doing on the board. That is all you were doing. So, like I said, my name is Jay Hammond. I am a firefighter. So what you would have to do is you would have to correct that sentence. Luckily, with this particular page, you have options. But oftentimes, you're not going to have options. When you guys are making revisions to your own papers, you guys are going to have to know these things and notice, oh, I'm missing a period. Oh, I'm missing a capital letter. And you're going to have to go back and you're going to have to put those in. So, with that said, yes.
You know what to put in.
Take that out of your ear.
Finish up opening this if you want to.
You're listening. You're not helping me. I'm doing this by myself. And then you're going to help me later, okay? Alright, so, obviously there's a problem with this sentence. My name is Jay Hammond is one particular thought. And all you had to do was put a period. I am a firefighter is another particular thought. Alright? In order for a sentence to be complete, it needs to have a subject and it needs to have a predicate. Subject tells what's going on in the sentence. Predicate tells what the subject is doing. So, if those things are present in the sentence, then you have a sentence. So, if you were to figure out what the specific answer would be for number 1, obviously you would circle B. So, go ahead and circle B on your paper. And we're going to move on to the next one. The second one says, I live in 128 Pine Lane in Jackson, Mississippi. Alright? Let's just go ahead and write the parts that are underlined to make it go a little faster. So in Pine Lane, in Jackson, Mississippi. This is all what is underlined. So this is our number 1, and this is our number 2. So we need to figure out if there's any errors in the sentence or if we have a complete sentence and we can move on to the next thing. So, you're not helping, just listen. So, I live in 128 Pine Lane could be a complete thought. However, in Jackson, Mississippi gives more detail, which is correct. All you got to do is just add it on. Let me make sure that's right. Right. So, since it's right, what we're going to do for number 2 is we're going to put answer choice C. Answer choice C is the correct answer, which means that it's correct as it is for number 2. All right? Let's move on to number 3.
Why you got in? Why you got in?
Because that's what it says. Okay? All right, number 3. I have 2 childs. All right, so for number 3, look up here. This is the part of the sentence that is underlined. If you listen to what that sounds like, if you were to say that out loud, it doesn't sound correct. I have 2 childs. Just because we're talking about more than one child doesn't mean you just add the S on the end. No, you have to give the plural version of child, which would be children instead. So, instead of this should be written as children. And then you end with a period, which means that for number 3, the correct answer was B. You should be shouting it out. Okay, number 4. I'll just go ahead and do this one. The other, and that's connected with number 5, is boy named Thatcher. The other is boy named Thatcher. That doesn't make sense because obviously it's missing something. So, the options are other, which is just capitalized, which still wouldn't make sense. And then B says another, which does make sense. C says the another, which does not make sense. And D says correct as it is. So for number 4, it would be B. Another is a boy named Thatcher. Number 5. Okay, so number 5 was connected with number 4. So is a boy named. So they're missing the A for number 5. So number 5 would be answer choice C. So another boy, another is a boy named Thatcher. I'm sorry. Another is a boy named Thatcher. And that's a complete sentence. Now with number 6, it says his name after my father. Obviously for number 6, it is missing. He is named after my father. That's a more complete sentence. You should not be shouting out the answer. You're listening. That's all you're doing. All right, so for number 6, the answer is A. I also have a wife named Jenna. She is beautiful, but that beautiful is not spelled correctly. What is missing is an A. So the correct way to spell that beautiful is an answer choice C. It's Beauttiful. Beauttiful. She has long, dark, soft hair. Number 8. We also got a dog named Buck. Alright, we also got a dog named Buck. That sounds complete. So, since that is complete, answer choice B, I'm sorry. Answer choice A would be correct. It is D, I'm sorry. It is D. Alright, so we also have a dog named Buck. I didn't see that at first. He's very obedient, but sometimes he barks at night and it upsets our neighbors. Okay. Moving on to the second one. Alright, so for the second paragraph, now you guys are going to help me. I wanted to kind of model for you exactly what you need to do when you're looking to correct spelling errors as well as punctuation errors and grammatical errors. So now you guys are going to help me. So number 1 says, this morning I were making toast. So what I want you guys to do, listen, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to call on certain people, and you guys are going to come up to the board, and you're going to rewrite the sentences correctly. Alright? If it's right, you're going to just write the word correct. If it needs to be rewritten, go ahead and rewrite it correctly. Let's do about 3 people to the board at a time. So number 1 can write their sentence here. It's okay if it's like this. Number 2 can write their sentence here. And number 3 can write their sentence here. Alright, who wants to volunteer? Come up to the board. Okay, DeAndre, would you like to do number 1, 2, or 3?
I would like to do.
We already did number 1.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. I just said the sentence. We didn't do it. Alright, DeAndre, you can go ahead to number 1. Who wants to do number 2? Okay, Milagros, you can go to number 2 and then number 3. Alright, Brianna, go ahead. Do not help them. Let them do it by themselves, and then we'll see what the results look like. If it needs correcting, you're going to rewrite the sentence over with the corrections. Alright? If it's fine the way that it is, just write the word correct.
Sure.
DeAndre, do it on your own. Do it on your own. Here, the pen, the marker top. Milagros and Brianna, you guys have to do it on your own. On your own.
You want to sit somewhere else? Okay. How about with that table of girls over there? You want to sit there?
I'm gonna talk too much.
Huh? I'm gonna talk too much. Okay, so where would you like to sit? I would say sit here with Genovia. Sit over there with those girls. But you know you can't sit with Emily. We already talked about that.
So you know what?
Do you want to sit with Genovia or do you want to sit with those girls?
Do 1 and 2. Milagros, do number 3, and then Brianna do 4 and 5.
Why don't you go talk to her then?
Okay?
I think
So
she'll
the way
send
that
you
it's
either
set up.
there, or you can sit by yourself. here.
Jeremiah, I need you to sit down now. You don't sit down. Sit down, Jeremiah.
Huh? You want to sit by yourself? Okay, so grab your seat there. Miss Williams will be fine with that.
Vincent, let me move you too. Come on, Vincent.
Why you always gotta move me and I was right up
Vincent,
You always gotta move.
you can go out the door. Do you want to go out the door? Do you want to go out the door? Let's go, Vincent.
There's number 3, right?
They're doing 1 through 5 right now. Yes. Okay, but you're supposed to be in the middle. Why are you to the right now?
You told me to do number 3, so the other 1 and 2.
Right, but still stay in your center because Brianna needs to be over by where you are, doing 4 and 5.
No, this not number 2.
DeAndre is
Number
doing
2 right
1 and 2.
now.
You are doing